mentioned, there are many influencing factors which supports the overall project success. So those
Absolutely.
things needs to be managed well to keep the project progress and then to deliver it. Like some of the things are managing the stakeholder and its expectation, both
Right.
internal and external. So you have to really careful to whom you should involve for this activity.
Right.
If you are involving a stakeholder who is not of the interest to that area, your energy is getting diverted to in a different direction which is not
Right.
required.
Hello and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders by Directors Institute World Council of Directors, where we bring you real conversations with minds shaping industries, driving innovation, and leading with impact. I'm Charu Mehra, and today we have a guest whose leadership and expertise have influenced some of the most complex, high stakes projects across the globe. He is the powerhouse in global project management, engineering, and corporate strategy with over 21 years of experience managing multi-million dollar ventures across industries. From Paris to Malaysia, Singapore to the Middle East, he has led large scale upstream, midstream, and downstream projects, optimizing operations, managing contracts, and driving business transformations at the highest level. Currently spearheading business strategy and project execution at HCK Group, he has played a key role in corporate governance, risk mitigation, financial planning, and strategic leadership, bringing visionary execution to the boardroom and beyond. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome Mr. Vijayanand C. Mr. Vijayanand, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks, Charu, for the time and efforts from yourself and your team. And yes, it's a wonderful opportunity to share each other's experience and what we have gained over a period of time. So it's really an honor to participate in this and once again convey my regards to your team for the support they have provided over a period of time.
Thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to having a great discussion with you today. So, Mr. Vijayanand, you've had an extraordinary career in global project management and business strategy, leading multi-million dollar ventures across industries and continents. But before we get into the final details, let's talk about how did it all begin for you? We'd love to hear about the moments, both challenges and triumphs that brought you to where you are today.
Yeah, that is always interesting to talk about the past and the journey. It's 22 years of experience in project management in different fields. So
Right,
if you ask me, frankly, the journey is of ups and downs, the successes and failures. But then I have always ensured the failures not stopping me to move forward. So
right,
of course, if I'm saying everything is a success, it's a lie. In
right.
the picture. So I have started my career with an environmental kind of organization where I
Mm-hmm,
started as a project engineer.
mm-hmm.
And then, from today, I'm heading the business strategy and capital project execution. So from there to here, I moved multiple organizations and covered
Right,
multiple industry sectors, as you mentioned, like midstream, downstream, upstream, and
right,
then the high profile sectors of offshore and those kind of things. And then there are very key projects which I am part of. The thing like just to mention a couple of things like the Jamnagar expansion 3, which is a mega scale
right.
multi-billion dollar project
Mm-hmm.
where I was associated with Reliance Industries and
Okay.
then with McDermott Malaysia for one of the prestigious project in a North Sea, which is TYRA Redevelopment program or
Okay.
platform.
Mm-hmm.
And then currently I am actually executing the business strategies to further enhance the HCK group of vision of 2035. So that's
Okay.
where we are. But then we have to, while the journey, we have to also see the mentors who have really groomed you. There are a lot of lessons learned from them during the whole overall journey of your professional this thing. I would like to really name few of them and their
Please do.
leadership skills here so that
Yeah.
that is where I learned a lot of things from them. Mr. Kiran Shinde to name, was in Reliance. He was the
Mm-hmm.
program director for the J3. So his leadership skills have really admired me because he is a very critical thinker and then he's very jovial as well, but at the
Right.
same time his execution skills have to be admired and then to be followed. things. And then similar to that, my ex-boss was Mr. Aaron Payne. He sits in UK. He's the global program director for the project delivery. But he generally empowers his subordinates to take decisions, and then he will facilitate the decision-making process so that you
Wow.
know what you are doing. Next time onwards, you are more, secured and then feel safe to take a
Right.
decision and then move forward.
Right.
Similar to that, there is one more influencing person in my professional career, Mr. Manivannan, who was the engineering director.
Mm-hmm.
His style of leadership is critical in decisions during uncertainty, and he's a kind of power packed energy hub. So he's always energetic, and then you whenever you are around him, you feel more energetic and then
Right.
positivity. So those
Right.
are the things which really keeps you motivating and then
Motivated.
learning and then move
Mm-hmm.
forward with your next steps. So I feel in this journey there are, as I mentioned, lots of ups and downs, but still I feel that there are many to go. And the independent director course, what I did, the certification, what I did is also another milestone in my
Right.
professional journey, which I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, there's a
Wow.
very
Wow.
quick and brief introduction about myself,
Mm-hmm.
which I would like to share.
That's incredible. Such a vast journey you've had, Mr. Vijayanand, and it's fascinating to hear how your journey has unfolded. You have had such great mentors that has influenced you, and it's incredible to see how each phase build upon next. So that's really wonderful.
Yes, following their footsteps itself is a great this thing, so that it gives a lot of opportunity to learn and enhance the thing. So
Right.
that's where we have to be. And team working is
Absolutely.
another major factor where we have to be used to be successful. So we should use we
Absolutely.
instead of I wherever
I.
it is possible. Yes,
That's incredible, Mr.
great.
Vijayanand. So, Mr. Vijayanand, managing high stakes projects in oil, gas, and infrastructure comes with immense pressure and critical decision making, right? So, there must have been moments where everything was online, tight deadlines, unexpected roadblocks, or challenges. Can you share a defining moment where your leadership and decision making made a significant impact on the project's success?
Yes, that is actually the part and parcel of project manager's
Right,
job. So every
right,
project or no single project is similar to each other. Even if you're putting a
absolutely.
same project in the same location, that comes up with a different
Right,
level of risk and those kind of things.
right.
So which this question, this conversation immediately triggers me at the recent challenge what we have faced. I for some reasons I don't want to name the client, but
Please,
then we will
please.
keep it as little confidential kind of thing.
Sure,
So
sure.
but then yeah, where my earlier organization, we have signed a contract with a
Mhm,
global oil major for providing an engineering, procurement, construction management services, and I have been nominated as a portfolio manager for APAC region.
mhm.
So
Right.
this is a global contract which has been signed for 1 year, and then everything is fine, the kickoff meeting is completed. But then when we get into the real execution mode, we
Mhm.
found that the considerations made during the proposal development is going somewhere. So it is not
Okay.
really delivering what has been promised to the client.
Right.
And by over a period of time, the client giving signals that they are losing confidence on us, because this is a high profile project for us, and this is going to give a long term opportunity as well for the organization.
Mhm.
So since being a responsible person for the APAC region and as the project manager, so what things is we have to immediately step in and then bring back into the normal operating mode. So
Right.
what we did is we did a business process analysis, come out with the actions, and
Mhm.
then those actions has been assigned to the individuals who are really capable of for taking it further. So when
Right.
we are doing that, we encountered the major steps. One is that this client is having an office in some part of India, but whereas
Okay.
the consultant doesn't have the facility there. So they
Okay.
assumed that they will have a facility in 3 months. That was not
Right.
working well. So what
Right.
we proposed is, let us co-locate along with the client.
Okay.
So that will give a lot of synergies between the team. They know each
Right.
other. They can do.
Right.
They can work together, merge together, and those kind of things. By
Agreed.
doing that, we will also pay you the real estate at a subsidized rate.
Hmm.
So they are also
Hmm.
benefited. We are also benefited. So it's a win
Right.
situation for
Right.
both of them. And we have also proposed some changes in the policies so that the spot award, the mental awareness, the mental health related programs,
Right.
R&R got improved so that people who have moved from their native to
Yes.
this location for the delivery of the project felt, more comfortable and they are,
Motivated. Right.
yes, and they are willing to come. They have started asking, we can be part of this project. So there are benefits and then there are experience and then there are
Right.
expertise are getting built.
Right.
Apart from that, because after a period of 9 months, the client confidence levels has been boosted and that 1 year contract has been converted into a 5 year contract, which is a win-win situation for both of them.
Wow.
So now those contract has been executed in the other parts of the location as well. It is not only APAC now. So we have also signed a contract for US and also UK regions. So that is where the major leadership skills used is critical thinking and then decision making during uncertainties.
Absolutely. Right.
And then the team working, collective mindset. So you have to take a decision collectively and then figure out which is the best one suits for the project and suits for the
Right.
organization and suits for the
Right.
client as well.
Yeah.
So and transparency is the very key factor because we
Absolutely.
went to the client and then transparently said these are all the problems. Hey,
Right.
we need to work together to come out on this. If you want me to only work, then it will not be producing the desired results
Right.
in terms of the timelines. So let's
Right.
work together as one team and then come out with a solution which will be a win-win for both of us. So that is how I feel the recent thing. So when you have asked that question, so that immediately triggered this experience and then the actions have been taken on that front.
Wow, wow, that's really wonderful, Mr. Vijayanand. And how it's one thing to I think manage a project, but to lead with such clarity under pressure is what truly sets great leaders apart. And how you successfully turned around the challenge into an opportunity where you got more businesses across locations. It's really wonderful, whatever steps that you guys that you took.
Thanks.
So
Yeah,
note to the
sometimes it's
please go
really
ahead.
interesting and as well as challenging. So when you
Absolutely.
face the challenge and it has got an interest on it, then you are really going to deliver the real thing. Correct. So that is what
Right,
I
right.
feel. Yes.
Right. And as you said, it turned out to be a win-win for yourself and the client as well.
Yes. So that way only it can be mutual benefited approach.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Great.
Mr. Vijayanand, it takes strategy and execution to take a project from concept to commissioning. And there are times when the best laid plans are tested in ways no one anticipates. Like we just talked about the example that you gave. It's one of the similar things that happened. With your vast experience, I'm sure you've seen firsthand that often there are little things that get overlooked, which makes or breaks a project. From your perspective, what are some of the most underestimated or overlooked aspects of project execution that people don't talk about enough?
Yeah, that is a very good way of putting it and then getting into the things. Yes, when we talk about the project success and then the project delivery monitoring, people always talk about three different elements: time, cost, and and the quality. But
Right,
then now the fourth element has taken over the precedence of all three, which is safety. So safety is
absolutely.
another element which has given a predominant important and that has been
Right,
factored in every discussion. Nowadays, all the
right.
corporate meetings are starting with the safety note.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So that is the other aspect. But looking at it, as you rightly asked or mentioned, there are many influencing factors which supports the overall project success. So those
Absolutely.
things needs to be managed well to keep the project progress and then to deliver it. Like some of the things are managing the stakeholder and its expectation, both
Right,
internal and external. So you have to really careful to whom you should involve for this activity.
right, right,
If you are involving a stakeholder who is not of the interest to that area, your energy is getting diverted to in a different direction, which is not
right,
required.
right.
And also the other thing is keeping the middle level managers soft skills
Mm-hmm.
up to the trend because they
Right,
are the ones who are interacting with the team who do the daily job and then they are the
right,
ultimate delivery people to contribute the success of the project. So
Right.
the team morale and then the connectivity and then the relationship needs to be maintained other than the
Mhm.
official related things. And
Right.
also
Right.
the work-life balance needs to be ensured. So it is not the
Absolutely.
project progress and then the project pressure should not affect the work-life balance because over a period of time, it will not sustain.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Correct. But other than that, celebrating small wins is also a much needed thing so that they feel motivated.
Motivated.
They feel
Right.
motivated. But then other than that, because generally one thing is in this kind of project specific organizations, the sustainability is always a question mark. When we do a mega project, when the project is getting completed, where we will go. So we should
Right.
have some kind of vision getting attached to the individuals so that
Right.
they know after this project we will be also doing this. So giving
Right.
the corporate strategy visibility to the team down to the
Right.
level gives a better attrition rate, so that way
Right.
the turnaround is less, then the
Right.
efficiency and the effectiveness is always improved.
Just adding to it, you talked about transparency in the previous
Yeah.
question. So yeah, so that's correct. Like, laying the plans ahead in front of the people really helps motivate them and know what it is for them once the project is over.
Yes, and also telling them what this project is going to deliver to the society
Deliver.
and also to the
Right.
environment and also to the
Absolutely.
organization. Because they
Absolutely.
should have a complete picture in mind.
Sure.
Otherwise,
Mhm.
they are so, silo kind of mentality will not give a complete
Absolutely.
picture and then they will get
Absolutely.
this thing. So maintaining that kind of an healthy work environment starting from the middle level to the lower level, it get rolled up to the upper level
Upper
is
level.
what is the
Mhm.
real requirement of delivering a successful project. So those are all the elements also needs to be looked into very carefully and
Absolutely.
then closely. That is my take on this conversation. Yeah.
Wow, wow. And it's a very valuable insight, Mr. Vijayanand. And because it's, there are sometimes the smallest details which are not, which might not be even on a spreadsheet, can have such a huge impact on a project's outcome. So that's really valuable insight that you gave to us. Thank you. So, Mr. Vijayanand, we see that technology has completely transformed how industries operate, and project management is no exception. From AI-driven planning to real-time collaboration tools, digital transformation is reshaping how large-scale projects are executed. In your experience, how has technology influenced project planning and execution, and what innovations you think have made the biggest impact on the way you lead and manage teams?
Yeah, before we getting into the actual conversation, I would like to touch upon whenever some bad things happen, there are always some good things attached to it.
Right,
So when we talk about the digital things evolve based on the future requirement or
hmm
based on the immediate need. I would like to
right.
touch upon one such thing like the COVID situation happened. So
hmm
generally, EPCM industry doesn't fall under the category of remote working.
Okay,
Okay, so it's a office working because a lot of interactions, interdisciplinary discussions, face-to-face meetings,
right,
traveling to the vendor place, all everything is much
right.
needed to deliver a project. But then
hmm
when COVID came in, the real need was to deliver the project, but then remotely. So
Right.
that's where our industry or the EPCM industry started really feeling the remote working concept. So that also enhanced the digital capabilities of the organizations who are providing digital solutions. There was a need. Before that, Teams was not that much effective. There were Cisco phones and those kind of things still used as a communication device, correct, on the table.
Okay.
But now that
Mhm.
has been completely replaced after the COVID times because it's only
Right.
Teams and digital or what other tools we name it.
Right. Right.
Correct. But then the other concept of multi-center execution, because that's a very famous buzzword in the engineering industry. Because some part of the engineering will be done from Malaysia, some part of engineering will be done from Singapore, in UK,
Right.
and the other parts of the
Right.
world. So that is
Right.
possible because of the digital solutions and then the digital softwares which has been made available to the industry.
Right.
But then, yeah, so based on that, if you see it really makes the process effective and efficient, and you
True.
can do multiple tasks, and it gives what we can say, it gives a data driven a decision making a process. So you have
Right.
so much of data to analyze and process. There are softwares
Right.
available to process and then produce results the way you want, and then you can figure out
Right.
the way
Right.
you wanted to further process it. So that is
Right.
how the digital has really enabled, and there are digital
Mhm.
twins which has been largely adopted by the clients now because they see the benefit of it. So
Right.
in one of the project in 2017, we did a concept called tag to data connect. So
Okay.
for instance, if you go to a plant, there is a pressure transmitter, there is a RFID attached to it. So
Okay.
there is a device, you just go with the device and scan the RFID.
Mhm.
It gives the documents wherever the tag is appearing. So
Okay.
the operating guy is empowered to refer everything in his hand. So he
Hand.
can do whatever he want to do with that data, and then he doesn't have to run around. That has
Right.
been taken care for each and every instrument's my tiny tags also. So that is
Right.
how digital has really helped in terms of
Help.
operational excellence,
Absolutely.
delivering profits, enhancing the margins. So digital is the key word or the buzzword nowadays. So everybody is putting their money and efforts in the
Right.
digital era to improve the excellence, whatever we are currently doing it. So and of course it also provides virtual leadership, virtual mentoring and then virtual leadership. If you want to
Absolutely.
connect to someone who's the expertise sitting somewhere in the corner of the world, you can just dial in and then get the expertise. Otherwise, it's
Similarly, we are having this conversation. You're sitting in
yes,
one part of the country. I'm sitting
yes,
in one part of the country.
correct.
Absolutely.
So it's just some megabytes or some bytes is only getting consumed,
Mhm.
but the job is getting done very smoothly and
Absolutely.
efficiently. So digital
Right.
is the key word, and it's going to be the sustainable future for all the industries. Of course, energy industries, because the projects are very big in nature, so it gives a lot of visibility and then controlling
Mhm.
measures and then
Mhm.
monitoring measures to
Right.
effectively manage the project and deliver. So that's how I
Right.
see the digital, how the way it evolves more faster than anyone expects.
Absolutely. And that's really fascinating, Mr. Vijayanand. And it's incredible how technology is not just making projects more efficient, but also changing the way leaders think and operate. Um, so that's truly great. So, looking ahead, Mr. Vijayanand, what are your future aspirations, both in your career and within the boardroom? Do you see yourself taking on larger leadership roles? What are your aspirations for the future?
Yeah, definitely that is the aspiration. So wanted to become the board member. So that's how the certification started and then
Right.
successfully completed, and that's where we are having this conversation as well. So
Mm-hmm.
by saying that, yes, whoever is more interested in terms of the growth and then making a positive impact to the society and the organization and to the
Right.
environment, taking
Mm-hmm.
bigger positions for taking strategic decisions again for the benefit of the organization and the benefit
Right.
of the society. These are all
Mm-hmm.
the key factors which will keep on influencing you to take
Right.
to the next steps in your
Right.
professional career and also to enhance your personal and then the people surrounded by you.
Mm-hmm.
So I gladly feel that after for getting into the leadership role, there are certain qualities which
Right.
are really required. So
Right.
by getting, because there are networking skills and then people influence you positively across the work areas. We started our conversation. The boardroom leadership is the ultimate aspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and the because as a part of leaders, our decision making impacts both
Right.
positively and negatively
Negatively.
whoever is surrounded. So we have to make
Right.
a positive impact, and then taking a decision needs to be in a certain way that provides an enhanced visibility and comfortability to the people and the organization and the environment.
Right.
So there are, as I mentioned, there are certain skills which is required to become a leader, and those skills are like critical thinking, positive impact to the organization, and the other factors influencing to the society and environment, the betterment,
Right.
and then how you are shaping up yourself, and then how you are shaping up your surroundings in
Right.
terms of your colleagues and then relatives. So those are all it's a long chain of event when you are saying or feeling yourself as a leader.
Right,
So that is
right.
what I feel. Leadership doesn't stops only at the industry, at the organizational level. It stops.
Absolutely.
Correct. So it starts and it never stops the moment you become a leader. So that is the message I would like to take it several times and process it, and then to become a more leadership level of thinking, and then move forward with in the ladder. So
Right. Wow,
yeah.
wow. That's really inspiring, Mr. Vijayanand. And it's incredible to hear how your journey is still evolving. You know, the way you're thinking about future, whether it's leadership at the higher level or shaping industry strategy, or even your personal life, or the society. It's I'm sure it's something that many will resonate with, and hopefully, wishing you all the best for whatever you've aspired for yourself. You're able to achieve that.
Thank you. Thanks, Charu, for that. Thank you.
So, over the years, we've seen ESG and corporate governance shift from being just a regulatory checkbox to becoming the foundation of responsible and future ready businesses. With your extensive experience, Mr. Vijayanand, navigating corporate strategy and risk management, you've had extensive experience in that. How do you see ESG and governance evolving in the coming years?
Yeah, now you really touched the buzzword ESG. So, environmental and social governance, which is the
Governance.
mantra, and then everybody talks about nowadays because of the
Absolutely.
climatic condition, and then this thing. But in my opinion, fair opinion, this is
Mm-hmm.
majorly governed by the regulatory requirements, geopolitical scenarios across the globe,
Right.
and then
Right.
the policies what governments are making it to promote
Mm-hmm.
and then enhance the ESG thing.
Right.
Because in general, if you see ESG currently, what we are doing, in my again, it's a fair opinion. The experts are there across the globe. So
Right.
currently, the ESG is so segmented, which is not providing an end start to end,
And
view. So suppose
agreed.
if you take any product, suppose if you take a mobile phone, the ESG should demonstrate starting the raw material, move manufacturing of the raw material till it reaches to the point of sale.
Right.
So then only
And
the
I guess
ESG,
even beyond that,
at least,
what
yes,
happens to the e-waste and things, everything, right?
correct. Yeah, and then disposal. Correct.
Right.
So unless until those kind of coverage is not made in the ESG, then we are
Right.
only segmenting it and it provides a part information to us. So
Agreed.
so so the supply chain engagement, the supply chain transparency, and then segmenting, in what we can say, including that into the core business
Right.
is the real need to leap the real benefits of the ESG, because it's going to give
Right.
you the picture of where we are and then what we have to do, and then this carbon
Absolutely.
credits and then carbon trading mechanisms and those kind of things
Right.
are coming into the picture. Different governments are having different policies, different promoting mechanisms, but everything
Right.
comes in together and then should support the entire globe as a value improvising
Right.
procedure, or this thing. So there is an organization which talks about international sustainability standards. They are in the process of providing sustainability standards,
Okay.
to the entire globe, and then some will adopt, some will not adopt. So there should be a
The
common
way we
understanding.
have the standards organization for quality, similar to that?
Yes, similar to that, but
Okay.
they are now evolving along with the other concepts, which is evolving with the
Okay.
ESG. But
Wow.
but as I mentioned, with the limited experience and knowledge, ESG has to evolve much more, and then it should
Absolutely.
be centralized and it should be end-to-end coverage to give the
Right.
complete picture and then to figure out what is required out of it. So that is what. And the ESG also is going to play a very big role in terms of the corporate governance, because once you have a
Right.
real picture of the ESG as a whole, then it gives a
Mm-hmm.
great governance possibilities and then enhancement requirements as a whole.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is my takeaway in terms of ESG when you mention it. Of course, it's a buzzword and it will remain a buzzword for a couple of years in the future as
Couple
well.
of years. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, and then you've given us powerful perspective, Mr. Vijan, and having that end-to-end, not having it segmented, but having end-to-end view of the thing. So, and it's clear that ESG and governance, shouldn't be just about policies. They should be about shaping how the future of businesses become responsible, sustainable, and impactful.
Yeah, the other gap again with the limited knowledge, the other major gap is integrating ESG into the core business is still not happening. It is
Absolutely.
just kept away, and then it's just a monitoring mechanism which is playing a role of monitoring and then providing the data. So it should be
Right,
integrated into the core business, and
right.
then it should get monitored to provide the enhanced performance. So that is
Right,
where I think the industry is working towards it, and then that is where we have to work. So that is my takeaway in terms of the ESG.
right. So, Mr. Vijayanand, you've recently completed your curriculum with the Directors Institute, and stepping into a program like this is a significant decision for any leader looking to enhance their governance expertise. We'd love to hear about your experience. What stood out to you the most? Any feedback that you'd like to give? And has the program added value to your leadership journey?
Yes, first of all, thanks to the independent directors organization, means the training organization for their time and efforts. As I mentioned, the program was very well organized, and there were a
Mhm.
lot of industry veterans came in and then give an insights about what is about this course and then what is the value you should derive out of
Right.
this. So there was really insightful and then informative and helpful going forward
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
become the board member and those kind of things. But
Right.
then it
Right.
it, it certainly brings the governance is the first mindset. That is the ultimate takeaway, which I would like
Right.
to mention it here. But other than that, see, when we talk about leadership, it's not alone a leadership by say, it should be like a strategic leadership, and then it should be also ethically correct. So when
Right.
these things are taken care, like strategic and then ethical, leadership automatically comes into picture and then it does its job. So that is what my thing. So leadership alone has some skills, but then it should be definitely mixed with the strategic and then the ethical behaviors, to enhance and then move up into the board level related aspects. So when we talk about this, so this course or the certification has definitely enhanced the
Mm-hmm.
decision making and then the critical thinking as a leader
Right.
considering the governance perspective. So that's the ultimate mantra. Everything around evolves around that, and also with this key concepts in mind, I strongly believe that I will be able to prosper in the board levels, which will be definitely beneficial for the society and as well as
Right.
to the organization. So once again, thanks to the team for having this wonderful course getting crafted and then delivered successfully. And thanks for the time and the efforts being made to have this thing completed successfully.
Oh, that's a fantastic feedback, Mr. Vijayan, and thank you for that. And it's always great to hear when a program not only meets expectations but actually enhances the way you think and lead. And I hope that this program helps you achieve the goals that you've set for yourself.
Yes, and just one last point to mention, it also enhances your industry connects, and then it also enhances your networking capabilities within the
Absolutely.
organization or outside the global network, and then that
Right.
definitely enhances your capabilities and then views and then the strategic approach and those kind of things. So thanks for that as well.
Thank you. Thank you for that fantastic feedback, Mr. Vijayan. With that, we have come to an end of yet another insightful conversation on FaceTime with Leaders. Mr. Vijayanand, it has been a pleasure hearing your experiences, your leadership journey, and your thoughts on the future of corporate governance and strategic leadership. Conversations like these remind us that true leadership is about continuous learning, adaptability, and making an impact beyond just the boardroom. To our audience, whether you're an aspiring leader, a seasoned executive, or someone looking to navigate the ever evolving business landscape, I hope today's discussion gave you valuable takeaways to apply in your own journey. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. And as always, keep learning, keep leading, and we'll see you next time on FaceTime with Leaders. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Vijayanand. This was
Thanks for the same.
wonderful.
Thank you. All the
All the
best.
best for your future and hope we'll have such discussions again in the future.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Charu, and your team for your time and efforts on this. Thank you.